Hello. Sorry, I was waiting to actually let go of the treat so y'all could see Darian take him, or take it. Darian and Sylvanas are here with me today. Darian, you still need an emote. I need to talk to my emote artist about that. Welcome to round 2, for me anyway, of the Week 1 Storm Division qualifier for NGS Storm Division Season 3, which takes place at the same time as NGS Season 12. We've got a good matchup for you today. We have Big Push Power coming in against the the tried and true Anti-Clown Association. I do see some familiar names. I see some not so familiar names, so I'm excited for this new round. So we'll take a look at the map bans in just a second. Darian, what are you doing, my dude? What are you doing? I'm being cute. 1 second. Sorry, need to take care of a quick bit of information. So let's take a look at the maps. Are you just being the cutest? Are you just the cutest? You're so good when you're tired. A quick look at the maps before they roll into the draft. We've got Braxis Holdout and Alterac Pass banned from Anti-Clown Association. Darian, no, don't go. Don't go. Stay there. And we have banned as well from Big Push Power is Sky Temple and Garden of Terror. Garden of Terror, one of the best maps in the game. I'll bite you. Hang on, buddy. There you go. And we are rolling into the game. So here we go to the draft screen, because everybody likes to see the draft, and I'm not very good at showing it apparently. Had some issues earlier today, so definitely I've had my share of talking through the draft without you guys being able to see it, so we're going to see how we do today. The Storm Div qualifiers are best of 3s, not best of 5s. Darian, where you going, bud? Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Battlefield of Eternity, going to be a race-heavy map. Probably going to see some Greymanes or Valas showing up. A lot of times you'll see 2 race comps. Sometimes you'll see a race versus a defense comp. So who knows? I guess. Ooh, excuse me. Well, that's the kind of evening it's about to be. I suppose our teams know. They know what they want to draft and what style they want to play. The Vala ban does come through, so the first pick not looking for the Vala and wanting to deny. Eating that Vala ban early on, a little rough. Lucio ban coming through. The Blaze was really strong earlier this evening, and Stukov in general just a really good healer, especially with the active on reactive Ballista Spores. And Hogger, first pick coming in. That's gonna be an interesting one. Yes, puppy. You're a puppy. You're a puppy. Yeah. Do you like being a puppy? Anti-Clown Association taking their time on this first pick. And they're gonna go Li Ming, Malfurion. Li Ming on by Gotfilth, going to be really good race. Malfurion with that long sustained healing and mana. Sleepy Roots are gonna be powerful. Puppy, what's wrong? Do you need to go potty? Do you need to go potty? Oh, I bet you do. Okay, let's go find mommy. As we see Stitches and Anduin coming out. Stitches and Anduin along with that Hogger. That's gonna be some pretty interesting play, especially a Hook, Gorge, and a Leap of Faith. Can see a lot of play around it, and I think that's why this Medivh ban is coming in, because you throw a portal in there and that is a long distance Gorge. Hey Sierra, thank you for dropping by. You just missed the puppy. Like, he just left to go potty. So check out the VOD, rewind a little bit. He's being adorable. Thank you for swinging in. Anubarak. That's an interesting ban. Well, no, because you use the beetles to block hooks and stuff. And that's not a very auto attack heavy team so far. The Hogger doing mostly magic damage. A lot of Stitches damage comes from magic damage. So Anubarak can be a very defensive tank into that team so far. Taco rapidly takes notes. Muradin Malthael. Muradin, if he takes that level 4, especially if he goes level 1 and 4 into Stormbolt, can bring about a lot of extra race from that tank position. He loses a little bit of that tankiness, but the change to the Stormbolt means that you can still take that damage on Q and still fill your role as a tank a little bit better, because you're not just trying to press Q on cooldown, you're trying to get those auto attacks in, you're zoning, and then you're using your Stormbolt to get those, to help secure those kills. So it still kind of fits into his role a little bit better. That level 4 really good for race, really good for camps, things like that. And so I'm interested to see what Caesar. I want to say Caesar Salad, but that's not an AE. That's the AE character. So Caesar Salad. I will be saying Caesar Salad, I'm sure, the whole time. Kelsier coming in with the Thrall. Sylvanas Chromie finishing off the draft for big push power. True to their name, and it looks like I've got some scaling issues on the draft screen. So let me see if I can fix that real quick. Let's see if I can get a prediction started here real quick. Alright, the prediction is out. And we are in the game. Alright, I gotta fix something. So you're gonna lose sound for a second? Oh no, I don't know. I don't know what that is. That's not okay. Never mind, the problem is a little bit bigger than I thought it would be. So I don't know, I'm not sure how to fix the anti-clown there up there at the moment, so it's just gonna say anti-clown instead of anti-clown association. And we'll be happy with it. So on the blue team, anti-clown association, we have Caesar Salad on the Muradin, Kelsier on the Thrall, the Dude Abides playing Malthael, Valimar on the Malfurion, and Gotfilth rocking that Li Ming. That is Anti-Clown Association in the red corner. Sovereign on Hogger. C2D2 bringing in the Sylvanas. Anduin being played by Final Stand. Mike is coming in short on the Chromie, and Mr. Tito, I imagine it's Tito, playing Stitches, the Bag of Flesh. Gonna pull in the Muradin real quick. the standard early game. Let's not do anything going on. There we go. I didn't realize I had the music so loud. Why didn't somebody tell me? Alright, bottom camp gets picked up pretty quick. Top camp as well. Both teams trying to exchange blows. Crushinator coming in with the Nexus Gaming Series raid. How did that second qualifier go? Throw up that exclamation point bracket in a little bit once that gets updated. Welcome to game 1 of Anti-Clown Association versus Big Push Power. Yeah, and Bew, I was just seeing that the music's loud. I'm getting it turned down. Let me know if it's at a good spot, because I'm happy to adjust it. I just now realized it was on the in-game screen. GG Till I Die advances to the next round. Crush, thanks for the update. That is who Storm Esports Academy anticipated playing next. As Storm did beat out Regen in the previous match. So like I said, this is game number 1 for you late joiners. Here is a look at the talent. So far, not a whole lot has gone on. Camp's getting picked up at the right times. Nobody's died. Stitches has hooked something or other. Chromie trying to get away from the Li Ming. Pops off a time trap, but not enough. Li Ming following up. Gonna get the Chromie for the first blood. Anduin standing still thanks to the Stitches pull. And Anduin goes down. That is 2 kills to none. Going over to Anti-Clown Associate because I did things back. Because Chromie was running to the left and then Anduin was caught over on the same side. And I was thinking they were both on the left side. Anti-Clown Association picking up 2. So Muradin getting that stun on the Anduin is why he was still there. So now that I've got those going the proper direction, double kill over to Anti-Clown Association, but they're still falling behind on this first Immortal. The Sylvanas race going pretty strong. Those of you that just joined, it looks like you're almost out of time for that prediction, which by the time you hear this, I think it'll be over. So good luck with that, have fun, and maybe you already voted. Looks like Anti-Clown Association is having a hard time racing. Li Ming doesn't really have a whole lot of race until later on. Oh, level 7, what does she take? Calamity. Anti-Clown not looking to race, they're looking to destroy. Because your opponents can't win the race if they're dead. And Anduin just gets obliterated out of nowhere. The Chromie damage coming in with Thrall for the finish up. Stitch is going to get delayed. Stalled out by the Muradin with that Skullcracker and the Stormbolt. Speaking of which, we were talking about the... So he does go the race on Sledgehammer, but doesn't pick up the extra damage. And please don't... please forgive the quest indicator here for Stormbolt. I have not updated my observer since the change. But that first Immortal goes over to Big Push Power with not a whole lot of shield. But Anti-Clown Association dominating the battlefield but not taking out the Immortal. In fact, they're pushing behind the Immortal. They're trying to fight, and Malthiel, the dude abides. Jeff Bridges walking out with no health. Stitch is getting pulled by the Anduin. Gonna hook in Kelsier, pulling Thrall back. Thrall looking really low. Thrall goes down to the Sylvanas, and Stitches walks out with double digits, healing really fast with that patchwork creation getting. Is that that's not the globes. Okay. That's just the general passive build for Stitches. Sylvanas coming in, trait onto the tower. That is the Black Arrows. That fort's going to go down. That's going to be the first fort of the game over to Big Push Power. But Anti-Cloud Association going to hit 10 just a little bit before. And so maybe they look for an engage right here, right now. Avatar, Wave of Force, Sundering, Last Rites, and who knows what Malfurion will pick. And level 10's obtained for Big Push Power. There goes Anti-Cloud Association's chance for an unfair fight. Twilight Dream it is. That looks to be like Hortipult, along with Mind Control, Gorge, and Light Bomb. Hogger just goes ham into the Li Ming. Li Ming going down. Malfurion picked up by the Gorge. The Light Bomb comes out, but not before the Twilight Dream goes off. Chromie and Sylvanas gonna die in the back line. Malfurion and Muradin just marauding through the enemy as Muradin finishes off the Hogger as well. That's gonna be a 3-for-1 coming into this Immortal phase, and Li Ming is back up already. I think Anti-Cloud is going to forego the Bruiser Camp because they have the ability to race right now, but Big Push Power looking to get that Bruiser Camp walking during this phase because they're waiting on their team to respawn, trying to get regrouped. So I think this is their safest move, although they could have gotten some race out since Anti-Cloud Association was in no position to defend at the moment, even with one. But that Bruiser Camp definitely the safer play. And a hook over into the Bruisers, finally getting capped. They were waiting on that cap for a long time, getting the most out of the camp, making sure that it's either getting value or they're getting the Immortal or both. Both teams want to defend here, it looks like. Muradin starting to venture out. Throws a Stormbolt onto the Immortal and walks away. Said, I'm good. I'm good. Sylvanas, Chromie, Hogger sieging down on this bottom fort. Li Ming and Muradin coming for the race as that is Malfurion gets caught in the time trap. He said, let's do the time warp again. And a hook onto the Muradin. Look for the Gorge. The root from the Chastise. Mind Control comes out. Avatar's pop. There goes the Sundering. And a Twilight Dream, it looks like, with the Silence onto the Stitches. Everything said Wave of Force used for Anti-Cloud Association. Gorge out on the Malfurion. Here comes the Light Bomb. It's going to stop any follow-up, but the Gorge is dropped before the Yeet of Faith comes out. The Yoink of Faith, I should say. Life Grip, even. Anduin has a hidden voice line somewhere.
The light of the crystal arch shines on.
But almost a really well executed murder on the Malthiel, who gets to safety just in time thanks to all of the slowing down on the side of ACA to stop the Stitches. And that is going to be a full health, full shield Immortal coming into the top lane for Anti-Cloud Association, trying to balance out this lane. Alright, and while that's pushing, let's see if I can get it right. Why do they call it Leap of Faith? You're not leaping anywhere, and it doesn't require any faith. I think Life Grip would be more appropriate. Although Thrall has a really good one too. Oh, but I can't do it right. I forget the exact phrase, but basically, just because someone says for the Horde doesn't mean you have to run around like a bunch of idiots. Sour24, thank you for the follow. That top fort gets obliterated, this Immortal, with a quarter of the effective health pool left and going down. That's going to be a very effective Immortal in the top lane, getting most of the front fortifications of that top keep. And Malthael Li Ming on top of that camp immediately. Gonna get the hook goes out onto Malthael. It's not gonna be enough. The sleeping roots come out. The sundering, that is the best sundering I've actually ever seen, knocking all 3 or 4 of them into the corner there. But the Gorge goes onto the Thrall. He's gonna get pulled in, and the light bomb's gonna go in for the follow-up. But just the amount of murder that Li Ming and Muradin are able to cause. Thrall there with the roots as well, keeping big push absolutely immobile. That's going to be a huge push coming in for Anti-Clown Association. Well executed by the entirety of the team. And Li Ming goes across the wall. What a mad lad. I mean, teleport's a fairly short cooldown, but still, Gottfried going in for the Chromie. Hey, that's my Li Ming build. I mean, Gottfried is better than me, probably, but that's my build. Alright, bruiser camps are up. Bruiser camps are getting taken. The Immortal spawning here momentarily. Both teams cap at almost exactly the same time. Probably exactly the same time. Let's see if I can see. Oh, nope. Let's see if I can see the timers. I can't. Okay, a second, 2 seconds apart. Camera control, how does it work? Oh, yeah, let's take a look at we talked about the heroics. Level 16's online for ACA. Level 16 still a level away for Big Push. They're having a little bit of a hard time coming into the coming into this fight, coming in a talent down. The hook missing Gottfried thanks to the blink. Another Sunder coming out. Muradin slowed down by the mud of the Chromie, and Hager getting away with the spin. But Sylvanas is going to be the first to fall in this fight. Stitches with the last rites now on him, trying to lead the rest of ACA away from following up on his team. But Li Ming just in the back line going absolutely bonkers onto Big Push, and that Twilight Dream going to make sure to finish off. And another huge Immortal coming in for Anti-Clown Association. The Immortal takes so long to spawn.
The wickedness of hell dwindles before me.
Look at this bush. Look at this bush. The only question is, were they seen by that trap? Oh, he got caught walking in. Nice route to follow up the Gorge, and then the Hager not letting Stitches take Malfurion across into the gate, and Malthael finishing him off. Muradin dies, but so does Chromie. Gottfried gets back out over the wall. Oh my, what the hell just happened? That was, Stitches was right next to the gate, and the response from blue team onto the Gorge didn't, Muradin died for it, but they saved the healer. This Immortal coming in onto the core now, level 19 to 16. So even talent tier, but 3 level difference is still going to be a lot. And the shield is down. Core now taking damage. Hager getting a little bit low. ACA not sure if they want to commit to the core or commit to heroes. The core at 35, 25%. The Immortal doing a lot of work. Is Chromie going to be able to finish up? But Hager goes down, and then an 8% core goes to a 0% core, and game number 1 goes over to Anti-Clown Association. That was interesting. That was... Huh. Alright, let's see. Anduin did take Glyph, but I don't think he had level 16 when that happened. I don't know that it was available. It might have been. That would have been a really good time to use it. I don't know. But yeah, that would have been a great time to use it. Here are the talents for that game. No level 20s able to be picked. I guess this is how you would race with Sylvanas. Yes, with or without balls, you do get the fuzzy tacos. Are they still called fuzzy taco lips here? Yeah, they are. Fuzzy taco lips. That means mustache. I think really Anti-Clown Association here is saying welcome to Storm Division. That was... I'm ready for game number 2. Like I said, so talents are showing. Let me know, is there anything that you see that's odd on here for these talents? We'll take a look here at the stats again. Li Ming just popping off, getting a lot of that damage out. And Malthael just sieging away, just straight up siege. A huge XP difference across the two teams. Alright, looks like we have the next map. And it's going to be Infernal Shrines. Whew. After a crazy game like that, I can't believe it is done, but it's past my bedtime. That hurt. So let's take a look. So while we're waiting here, let me run this real quick. Okay, so mine's not actually exclamation point match arena, it's just exclamation point match, but I'll get that fixed for tomorrow. Use code STORMS3, get an extra 50 cents thrown into the prize pool for the Storm Div prize pool. And let's see, I'm your caster. That's me. Darian is outside going potty. And he should be getting his own emote soon. I don't know if I qualify for another emote yet, but Darian is supposed to be the next emote, and then my new logo, which you can see over here, sort of at the corner of your screen. That's my new logo, art done by Winter Rose. That'll be an emote soon as well. So we are now into the draft. And these teams draft the way I do, which is let's use the entire timer. Now, granted, while we're sitting here waiting, that timer is a lot longer than when you're in there trying to make that decision. I'm sure anybody who's played competitive knows that. Stukov ban, and then the Malthael ban coming in pretty quick right after ACA having all that time to talk about it. Medivh ban, Mephisto ban. We don't get to see the Mephisto here, which I think would be really fun on the Infernal Shrines. Maybe, but Gottfeld still open up for a Li Ming again, although this map harder to play Li Ming on. Blaze gets picked up 3 out of 4 games today so far on this channel. Having a Blaze main tank? I forgot who main tanked. I think it was Mr. Tito. Yeah. Right? Can't stop the filth. You know, it's all about using... It's all about how you use the orbs. Because the Shrine Monkeys are only in the way of the orb if you're trying to hit something on the other side of the monkeys. If they're grouped up, orb is great. If they're not there, then you kill someone. I really don't think that the existence of the Shrine makes Li Ming bad on this map. I just think she has a little bit more of a struggle, but And then I see Sylph's message. True, this map can be super annoying for Ming. That came up after I said all that other stuff a second ago, just to clarify. But it's gonna look like I'm responding to it because I've got taco brain. Taco brain. Taco brain. ASMR taco brain. A Junkrat ban. He can be pretty obnoxious here. I think, and with the displacement from Hager and Lucio, I think they're getting into positions that they want to be in. And so then Junkrat can really be disruptive for that. Diablo ban. Diablo with the Lucio, I think there's some good mobility synergy there. So we'll find out. Looking for Jeff Bridges and Dr. Caesar Salad. So got Filth picking up the Leoric. That is not a Li Ming. And Imperious. So I think maybe Caesar's going to pick up the Mage and we get some role swaps, because this is triple bruiser. This is going to be an what am I looking at?
My blades are yours.
That makes a little bit more sense. I like that synergy. I like this comp. But what am I looking at over here for Anti-Clown Association? For being an association against clowns, these guys are clowning me right now. No. What? 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 No. What? They're going to have a hard time staying away from Orphea, though. I think Orphea is going to be able to go off. If she can avoid the sleep, I think she's good. I think Orphea runs away against this comp. I think she just runs off on it. So, that being said, let's come over here. Let's start a prediction. Let's do, things I don't understand for 500. And then I start right-clicking trying to go to the gate. So, things that I do understand over here. Sovereign on Sonya? That's Cassia. Sovereign on Cassia. C2D2 on someone. Mike, C2D2 on the Sonya. Mr. Tito on the Blaze. Final stand on Alex Straza and Mike on the Orphan. That is your team. Big push. Power. Over here for Anti-Clown Association, clowning around. We got Filth on Leoric. Jeff Bridges on Imperious. Kelsier on Hager. Caesar Salad on Mal'Ganis. And Valhamar on the Lucio. Holy cow, game sounds are loud. Our game sounds loud for anybody else. Maybe my volume just got turned up real loud. Like my headset, it does that sometimes. Interesting place to take a fight. Orphea coming in hot. Valimar looking a little bit low, but is Lucio, so you know things and stuff. Cassia walking out with not a whole lot of health, getting a pickup from the Alex Straza. And Blaze coming in, getting a charge onto the dude, but the dude stabbing him back. Blaze looking really low, something 100 health, and then getting healed back up to 300. Imperius falling down to low health numbers in a 4-man fight. Gonna take out Cassia. First blood over to Anti-Clown Association. And the beefy low damage team is going for an early camp invade. But looks like Kelsier found his spot in that camp to get most of it down. He weeble wobbles away a little bit, is gonna have to stop and come back, and that camp gets taken. The first camp of the game is an invade and a stab onto Blaze. Mr. Tito saying hello, goodbye to Imp Daddy. Imp Daddy finishing him up. And Mal'Ganis coming in, trying to get a disrupt on Cassia, dropping Cassia's armor for a second. And the no kids, the no babies spray comes out. And for what it's worth, Dr. Thunder tastes nothing like Dr. Pepper. Siege camp's still up. That bottom tower did get taken out though. The health fountain though still there. It would have been interesting to see maybe trying to get that over the wall with, I don't know how they would have aggroed it. I guess Imperius laser. Blaze looking to check that siege camp, but they're not there because Anti-Clown Association is out forward in the lane. Hogger getting this Bruiser camp ready to go before this top Arcane Shrine comes up. What is going on down here? Lucio playing around with Cassia and Orphan. Valimar just doing that. I believe it's called the annoying mosquito. That is Lucio's job. Be distracting. Mal'Ganis going for the sleep. And Hogger just going in circles around the shrine, blocking off the entrance. What a just garbage way to play. Like, that's no offense to Kelsier, just like the fact that Hogger can do that. The fact that that's in the game where you can press a button and just go in circles like that, basically infinitely. And then the other team effectively can't walk in. That is some A+ game design right there. The one dev over at Blizzard is like, yeah, that's me. Leoric though getting a little bit feisty, goes across the gate. He gets taken out. That's gonna be the first kill for big push forward. Big push power, I should say. Let's go to here. Sure. Where's the puppy? Where's the puppy? The puppy. The puppy. So having a little bit of lag issues. C2D2. It looks. Oh, C2D2 did the pause. Who's having the lag? I wonder. And I wonder if it's gonna make all the difference. Oh, thank you so much, Sierra, for stopping by. I appreciate it. I'll log on Friday for you to give me my gold. All right, looks like we're going back into the game. And the Punisher jumping across the fort onto the Blaze, but Mal'Ganis and Imperia is going to be too deep. They're going to go down. Hogger getting low, 300 health, no ult to get out yet, and Cassia with the Fin going to be enough to finish him off, but this fort stays up just barely. No health left on the fort. Mal'Ganis 1v3, and then Blaze down here with the 2v1. Valimar and Imperius gonna be able to take out the Blaze. Mal'Ganis almost had the Cassie out, but Alexstrasza doing a lot to keep her up. And those free heals with the Life Bloom, I believe that's the level 7 Q talent. Yes, it is level 7. Making those free heals for Alexstrasza, instead of costing her that life essence. Level 10s are reached at about the same time. Yeah, with or without balls, that is that Life Bloom. You may have figured it out by the time you hear this, because I was talking about it, but that's what it is. Level 10 talents are March of the Black King, being used by Leoric on, I assume, accident down here. Nothing picked up for Imperius yet. High Five, Carrion Swarm, and Hortipult going to be picked up for Anti-Clown Association. Here comes the Chomp. That would have been a great spot for a March of the Black King. Auger trying to get away. There is a sleep through the Jet Propulsion. Jet Propulsion not going to go off. So, Life Binder, Chomp, Bunker Drop, Ball Lightning, and Wrath going to be Sonya. Wrath of the Berserker for the Sonya. It's Crushing Jaws. What did I call it? It's not Feast. Feast is the other one. Eternal Feast. Ooh, the Carrion Swarm does go off. Orphan staying alive. Like I said, Orphan's having a good time here, I think. Not a whole lot to keep her down. The Hortipult comes in. Angelic Armaments does get picked up by Imperius. That's probably the better choice here. But Dragon is popped by Final Stand. And this is such a good dragon skin. Dragon skin. Look at that dragon skin. I want that dragon hide. Oh, dragon skin gone. 8-bit output. Thank you for the follow. The second, I believe this is the second shrine coming up. The Frozen Punisher will come out of this one for whichever team gets it. Bruiser's getting picked up by, was gonna be Sonya. Now Anti-Clown Association as Imperius and Mal'Ganis show up. This Bruiser team, so much health, gonna have a lot of bullying power that Big Push Power just hasn't been able to deal with. Maybe a late game, like level 20 Cassia ult can just start bouncing around, but I feel like they don't. I feel like they get split up pretty easy to avoid that problem. But then again, they don't have the damage to keep Cassia down, so Cassia could follow with it and probably do pretty well. Kelsier just going round and round. What goes around comes around on the shrine. That's gonna be a pretty much free Punisher. That Hogger is disgusting. Carrion Storm goes out. Half health. Mal'Ganis is getting a lot of heals up. Sonya going to slam Lucio into the ground. The Crushing Jaws come out on Imperius. Here comes the Angelic Armaments. The shield is gone though. No swords for him. That's going to be a big old cooldown. But Blaze and Orphea do fall. Imperius falls as well. That's a 2 for 2. The collapsing, just melting that happens when all the tanks converge onto one target. And that Punisher coming in on this mid fort, about to do the disable as the fort goes down. So it's not that disable actually not being up right now is kind of crippling for this Punisher coming into this set of forts. Here they come again now, but taking a lot of damage from that front gate. Punisher just pounding through these towers, almost down. Punisher at 32% health. Coming in onto the board, jumps onto the Blaze, who pops the Unstoppable, as I'm sure is intended for the bait, but Punisher coming back to the keep, gonna get this keep damage, but disables the top keep, not the one he's hitting. And Hager in that spot yet again. Crushing Jaws misses, does collect the camp, but the March of the Black King just walking through, getting a lot of healing out of it, but Godfield almost going down, but then Furious Spear onto the Sony, who's going to spin away the big old heal from the Dragon. Dragon Breath coming out, doing a lot of healing, and here comes the chomp from the Orphea, lots of damage. Godfield's going in, not Godfield, Mal'Ganis going into the Carrion Swarm. Hager coming in with the Hog Wild, getting in, getting out, bouncing around just enough to stay alive, get that damage out. And Blind as a bat coming through. And the big old sleepy time while he's about to die. No, he does wake someone up, and Sonya finishes off the Mal'Ganis, and Orphea going ham. Godfield goes down, Imperius goes down. Hager trying to block entrance into that gate. Valimar looking a little bit low. Lucio not able to keep up the huge health pools of his team, but probably with the level 16 percentage healing. No, up the frequency instead. I'm surprised he doesn't go percentage healing it there at 16. And this is a full drain build coming out of Leoric, so expect to see that at level 20 as well. This game probably going to level 20 by the looks of it, but pressure in the mid keep for Anti-Clown Association. And there goes the Wrath, the dancing Orphea coming on in. Cassia chasing Godfield. Godfield's getting out with less than 200 health. Mike going for the chops, going for the dance. Blaze missing the Lucio because is that because when Lucio's on the wall he passes through units, so he can't be stunned by Blaze when he's wall riding? If someone could answer that question for me, that'd be amazing. Crushing Jaws comes out, the Unstoppable Hog Wild from Kelsier on the Hager. He just misses that bounce there, so has to stop it. He's on the wrong side of 5 red health bars, going for that slam into the wall. Staggering blow, that's what it's called. Oh, Leoric Unstoppable, March of the Black King away. He has no health. Is he gonna make it out? Lucio, what? 100 health on Godfield. Cassia, for the life of her, can't quite finish him off. And we have a Mortar Shrine coming up into the top lane. This bottom shrine has been neglected by the RNG gods. And Hager just doing Hager things, but this time with most of the other team around it, his team looking a little worse for the wear. I guess Leoric is no health. Everybody else has come back. Lucio has no mana, but Mal'Ganis comes in. I hear the jet propulsion go off. The Unstoppable from the high 5 along with Sleepy Time. The Carrion Swarm does get interrupted. That's going to be huge. And then Leoric goes down as well. This fight turning over in tide to big push power, but here comes Kelsier yet again with the Hager, finding those angles, bouncing around. Doesn't quite get that last bounce. Probably not where he wanted to end up, but big push power taking the lead on this shrine, and this Mortar Punisher going to do a lot of push for him, because I don't think that Anti-Clown Association has the clear for this Punisher. This should go to at least to the keep. Staggering blow from the Hager to back the team off of him. 5-man push into this fort. The Punisher not even getting to the fort by the time it basically is down. So yeah, this is getting to the keep. It's also hard to clear a Punisher when you're dead. So, you know, that had something to do with it. I'm sure Leoric getting value. I guess he did go get that middle keep. Did that just happen? Yeah, I'm not sure. I missed it. But the Punisher coming in onto the top keep. What a chaotic brawl going on. And Hogger going on deep into the team. That top keep does go down because this beefy team does not have that clear. Like we were talking about, Sonya going ham. Sonya not in Wrath and not going to use it either. Goes down to the Lucio, but the Alex Straza getting low as well. No health left. Goes down to the Hogger. Cassia can't make anything quite happen. Level 20s are picked up for Anti-Clown Association in the middle of that blaze. The only one left alive, and he's got to figure out a way to escape so that he can go clear the core. Otherwise, this is probably going to be game number 1 over, or game number 2 rather, in the sweep over to Anti-Clown Association, more than likely, if they have the damage. I mean, 30 seconds before Alex Strauss is up, 20 seconds for Sonya. That's probably enough time, but this is a low damage team. Also, we didn't get to see the Death March with Leoric. Does Sonya bring the hope? That's a 40% core. That's going to be hard to defend. Sonya coming on out. And GGs are called. Game number 2 in the sweep over to Anti-Clown Association in wacky form. That's about all I can call it. Just a wacky game. That's gonna be the pickup. Let's see if I can find just like, here's the talents. Let me figure out if I can get an interview. What was that? Just what? What? I don't know. But it was still a fun set to watch. A little bit of ridiculousness going on. But oh my goodness. Oh, I have now in Discord it says Caesar salad, but in HOTS it's definitely the A symbol, so that I'm gonna go with Caesar salad.
Yeah, I mean it's an A and E combined, so it's really the same thing.
Right? But it's its own character. Hey, it's almost like Fonzie from Happy Days, right? Hey.
Yeah, I mean, I just had to do it to reach the character limit because I couldn't fit my.
Oh.
Yeah, the separated letters because it'd been over 12.
I gotcha. What a set! I mean, ACA has been a dominant force in HOTS since I've heard of them, which I started doing stuff with NGS in season 9 as a caster. So Anti-Clown Association coming in strong. It's a little bit of a different squad than I remember. Gotfilth and Kelsier are return members that I know of, and it looks like and I think maybe Valimar was around. I think you and Jeff Bridges are new to the team, right?
Yeah, correct. I did not play with these guys earlier. I took a big break from HOTS after the big HGC crash.
Yeah.
But yeah, ever since I've returned, they've been a pretty big name in the scene. So happy to be playing with them.
And they're a fun team to watch. They do some really interesting things, as we saw tonight. I
don't know what you're talking about.
Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. Anti-Clowns clowning around. The game one, the Battlefield of Eternity, looked pretty standard. The only thing that really caught me off guard, not that you can necessarily speak much to it, but Gotfield went Calamity, a standard sort of team fight Li Ming build instead of going for race when Li Ming was the race hero that you had. And so it looked like y'all went more for controlling the battlefield, and then they can't race if they're dead, so the immortals become ours kind of mentality. Is that what the plan was?
You know what? I don't know what the plan was. As a matter of
Oh,
fact,
jeez.
Li Ming was kind of a last-second pick. I think we were like 1 second away from dodging the whole draft, and Godfield just clicked on the first hero he saw.
Oh, well,
I think that's what the plan was.
Jeez. Well, he did it well. It was a very impressively mean game, and I think he kind of stole the show on it, at least from my perspective. But the whole thing went really well. Y'all lost one or two, definitely the first one, maybe the second, early Immortal. And you lost that first fort, but y'all hit level 10s at about the same time. Y'all were able to get online, come in, and just kind of dominate the rest of the game. So I don't really have a whole lot of particulars, but maybe you do. From game number one, was there anything in particular that stood out for you as the tank, or just in general from a team perspective?
Yeah, right after the game, we kind of went into deep discussion about this, and it was just Kelsier's play was not up to par.
Oh,
we were actually
God.
pretty tilted the whole first 10 minutes of that game. Like, we were really close to not even loading into second game. But I mean, after the first game, cooler heads prevailed. We had a good talk about it. Kelsier just has to play a little bit better, and we got it together.
Yeah, well, Kelsier had an amazing Sunder. I said it in the cast, the best Sunder I've ever seen. He knocked all three, I think, that he hit. Maybe the Chromie was in there too, but definitely knocked three heroes into the same direction, into a corner with the Sunder, and you just don't see that out of Thralls, which is why, Earthquake is generally the better pick. But that potential being found in Sunder, and it led to a great fight coming out of it. But yes, I expect way
I must have missed that. I'm sorry, Kelsier.
I was say, but I expect way
guess you
more
did
out of
something.
Kelsier. Him only hitting 3 heroes with the one Sundering instead of 5 is an absolute disappointment. So game number 2, you clowns.
No idea what you're talking about.
So tell me about this draft a little bit.
I don't know. So we loaded up into Infernal Shrines, and then all I hear amongst the Discord is just bang bros, bang bros. Let's do bang bros.
That's what you call this comp?
Apparently, if you go through the ancient scriptures of ACA history, that's its first sighting and what it was originally known as. But yeah, I was told I can pick a hero that's melee and a bro.
And a bro. It's almost like a Bash Brothers kind of a thing.
Yeah.
The Bang
and
Bros.
Mal'Ganis looked like a good one. So.
Okay, well, I mean, the Mal'Ganis looked good, and Blind as a Bat's a really hard talent to use, and the one time that I particularly noticed it, you got some really good value out of it, staying on top of the enemy heroes, which is sometimes hard to do unless you have someone
Yeah, I
in
didn't see
your
that
ear.
part.
I know, you're blind as a bat. But so when you do that, do you have, is there someone in comms that's like guiding you, like, hey, this is where they are compared to you type of a thing, or do you just mash Q?
Yeah, I mean, I'm asking, and really it's just me asking to give myself some level of comfort, because what I'm getting back for feedback isn't all that great. It's it's like up left, but like I'm
that's
inputting
something.
commands
Yeah.
that are like half a second earlier, so it's not great. But actually, I found out you can just ping. That's like the easier way to.
Because
share
you can
info.
see the ping.
Yeah, it
That
says like
makes
the hero
sense.
name.
Okay. Oh, does it? And it shows it on the screen, not just the mini map, right?
Yeah, on the screen, if you do like an assist ping or something, I think it shows like what hero's pinging it.
Nice.
I might be making this up. I don't know.
Oh no, I'll have to go to Tri Motors, or Customs to figure that out. So I was a little bit nervous about this quad bruiser comp in that, well, one, I felt like Orphea could kind of do whatever she wanted, because you didn't have point and click CC. Imperius was as close as you could get, and then Mal'Ganis coming in right behind. So you could chain CC her, but if she was hitting her Qs, which for melees, that's easy to do. I thought that she'd be able to run away with it. Was that something that y'all took into consideration at all when you were approaching fights? No.
Yeah, I took it into consideration a little bit in the draft because I was thankfully able to last pick. I think Mal'Ganis is like a soft counter to Cassia because his Q is pretty hard to miss.
Yeah, and then the sleep and she loses the armor.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to hit too.
All right, man. Well, was there anything else in that second game other than Kelsier still not playing very well?
You know what? Nah, that's it. I mean, going to the second game, it wasn't as much of an issue. We just server muted him.
Jesus.
Yeah, so it's a lot easier to finish out the game that way. I don't know. We have some work to do.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you found a spot on a team that it seems like you're fitting in pretty well with. From everything, from all of my interactions, they're a good group of guys. So it's cool. It's cool to see them bringing the squad back together. I think I saw some older members moving on to some other teams. And congratulations on the sweep. Is there a particular team that y'all have that's left either in this particular qualifier, or maybe that you're going to see somewhere else along the way in Storm Div because maybe they're not playing in this qualifier for whatever reason that you're looking forward to playing against?
No one specific. Just whoever wins.
Right. Just whoever you fight, you'll fight. All right, man. Caesar Salad, I really appreciate it. Go ahead and hit me with your shout outs, where people can find you, whatever.
No shout outs. It was fun to play. Well, I mean, guess shout out to the team for having me. But aside from that, don't want to hold you too long. It was fun playing. Thanks for hosting.
Yeah, absolutely. Love to do it. Love casting. That's why I came to the league, was to cast, and then I found people to play with. So, but primarily a caster. Have a wonderful evening. Congratulations again, and good luck going into the rest of the qualifier.
Thank you, Taco. I'll see you around.
Yes, sir. And for all of you viewers back home, remember !match, or we'll bring up the Matcherino and use code STORMS3. That will be a free 50 cents donation into the Storm Div prize pool, and I'm not sure what the cap is on that, if there is a cap. So Matcherino it up. The Matcherino prize pool, or the Storm Div prize pool, is completely crowdfunded and is what the Storm Div players are playing for. I'm Taco. You can find me at the Lil Taco. I'm keeping up on Twitter with my cast for the most part, and I am pretty good about when my team's getting cast, and when I'm streaming. Otherwise, I'm trying to pick weekend streams back up, but it's been a little bit slow for me getting back into that. However, I will be back tomorrow. I'll be casting 2 more Storm Div qualifying games tomorrow at twitch.tv/Nexus Gaming Series. The Nexus Gaming Series official Twitch. I'm trying to go find the schedule to see casters. Is it in casters? Here it is. Tomorrow it will be the top semifinal and then the finals. So if we take a look at the bracket here, let me throw the match in here. If we take a look at the bracket, that's going to be so tomorrow I will be casting GG Till I Die versus Storm Academy, and then the winner of that game versus the winner of Anti-Clown Association versus We Are Farmers. So come on over to twitch.tv/Nexus Gaming Series, and Crushinator, I believe, is picking up Anti-Clown Association versus We Are Farmers as well on his channel. So we're in for a good night of HOTS tomorrow night as well. I believe that's everything other than yeah, I think that's just about everything I need to cover. I don't see alright, so I don't see a whole lot of I don't see HOTS or people that I would watch playing HOTS. So we're gonna go over to a friend of mine. She's doing art. She is the wife of one of my old teammates, so we're gonna drop in over there. So let me run the same time as tonight. The times 8 and 10 Eastern are the time slots tomorrow. Or tomorrow night. So thank you to my wonderful wife for asking that most important question. So yeah, that being said, thank you so much for joining. I'm Taco. These were my pets, but they're outside, and I will see you tomorrow night.